folks. I am Alfonso here at Big Apple Comic Con with the lovely and talented Taylor Dayne, one of Shane's favorites. We saw you in Chicago, and you performed for us a great cover of a Red Hot Chili Peppers song. Now, why don't you tell us about how you enjoyed that event and this one so far?
Oh my goodness! Well, look around. This is we are absolutely in New York, and then the Chicago event was. These are like my first ever Comic Cons, and it's been really interesting being a part of this. Cultural phenomenon, if you will, and everybody comes out for it, and it's in New York, it's no exception. So, and tonight I get to be a part of the after party, so I'll be performing tonight, so it's great.
That's right. There is going to be a VIP after party for all the big names and celebrities as well as us, and Taylor Dayne here is going to be performing for us. She's going to entertain us, but then she's also going to schmooze with us, and we're going to all have a good time.
Yeah, that's what we do. We do a lot of schmoozing, yes. We'll be here. I'm here. What this is all about, meeting the fans and being out here and absolutely being up close and personal.
Now, since you said that these last two Comic Cons have been your first, what has been your reaction?
Do you hear that? I don't know. I walk around with friends, and very rarely we get to really walk around, but I meet a lot of people that I grew up listening to. This is a real pop culture event. It's turning into that, obviously, and I'm sitting with Mickey Dolenz and then Ernie Hudson and then Julie, Schneider. It just goes on, and people that I would never imagine being with or meeting, and people that I grew up on television to comic books to whatever. It's just extraordinary.
And now, we got a lot of people watching right now that we have fans of yours, but then there's also some people that might not know who you are or remember you. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your history, about your past, and how you've come up?
Well, just briefly, my first record came out in 1988 called Tell It to My Heart. And then I had, my next single was Prove Your Love. Then I think it was I'll Always Love You. I'm pretty much like a part of wedding history at this point. Okay.
I see the love
A lot
theme.
of people coming up and going, yeah, oh my goodness, that was my wedding song. And now my divorce song is Love Will Lead You Back. I go, touche. So that's another one I had. Don't Rush Me, I'll Be Your Shelter, With Every Beat of My Heart. I've had 17 top 20 hits.
That is amazing. So how's your latest album coming along?
My last record is called Satisfied. It came out last year. And I had I had a #1 with Beautiful. So,
do you have any favorites from your latest?
Well, as you saw in Chicago, I did perform a cover of the Chili Peppers, Under the Bridge, which just is a personal cover for me and a personal favorite. But off that record, Beautiful and Crash from Satisfied, yeah.
Well, don't get Beautiful and Crash, but do you have any favorite performers, any other singers that you really look up to and maybe idolize or would like to emulate yourself after?
Well, as far as the emulating part of that, I think that started many years ago, and I did. Of course, I listened to the radio and I heard Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, Karen Carpenter, Joni Mitchell. I mean, it might be broader, or even Led Zeppelin to Bad Company, but these were artists, and Queen, Freddie Mercury. These were artists and singers.
Freddie Mercury, I must say, is my favorite. Queen is my favorite band, and I have to say Freddie Mercury is the best frontman of all time.
He certainly is in my top 5. Without a doubt.
And so, let me ask, why is a big, famous musical artist here at a comic book convention? What brings you here?
Well, as you can see, what they're trying to do is cross over into more of a pop culture event. I mean, it's not just comic books. Look around.
Yeah, that's right. We got comic books, we got video games, we got, all sorts of actors, celebrities. Yeah, that completely makes sense.
I cross over. My music's also is games, have absolutely incorporated with lips and with, the Guitar Heroes and certainly some of the more karaoke things, the games that are coming up. I mean, the Wii and all that. I mean, our music is part of the fabric of what's going into these games. Like, it's been for years, but I mean, it's really an integral part of it.
Now, your music has been in a lot of these music games. Have you ever played the music games just to play some of your old music?
Honey, I have 7-year-olds now. Yeah, I'm playing games. It's getting oh my God, so there you see?
Uh-huh.
That was insane. That's called giving back, right there.
Right there, giving back. So you have children, and they love to play video games. Most children love to play video games, so you're getting into games a little bit just so you can interact with your children and enjoy it?
Guitar Hero, it's a very frustrating sport right there. But, hello, yeah.
I could imagine you trying lips. I mean, lips you gotta sing.
whatever. I've tried it all. Even I fail at all of them miserably. Yeah, I do. Because you still have to know the lyrics and you still have to keep up. But I try.
You know, it's funny. There was once a famous guitarist. His name eludes me right now, but he says, you know, I'm known as one of the best guitarists in the world, and I can't even play Guitar Hero. I fail at Guitar Hero.
Without a doubt, I failed miserably. So I was like, put me on the drums. I did all right, but not well. Not well, I must say.
Now, are there any games, maybe children's games, that you play with your kids, just to be with them, not to entertain yourself, but just to connect with your children?
Are you kidding me? My child steals the control out of my hand. The Xbox always, and yet they just pick it up so rapidly and so easily. Like some of the younger stuff, I did some computer stuff with him, but I mean they knock it out. Although I try to get them on like Galactia and like Pac-Man, they're like, oh mom, please, no, they're over it, done.
Are you a fan of the old school stuff?
Galactia? I was like, what is it, Galactia? What do you call it,
Oh, there's a
Galaga?
lot.
What was it, Galactia?
Galaga.
Is it that how you say it, Galaga?
Galaga, that's the one with the bugs coming down and you're shooting them.
Galaga.
And how about Centipede?
Nah, not as much.
Asteroids?
That was all right.
So Galaga, you're a Galaga girl.
Well, that was in the studio, and I was a foosball queen, so I know that really doesn't count for many people, but I kicked ass in foosball because the bars were 18, and that was an 18-year-old drinking age in my time. I didn't like Centipede Lisa, and I didn't like Miss Pac-Man or Donkey Kong.
So what was it about Galaga that drew you in then?
I liked how it came from both sides.
That's funny. And now we have some fans that are watching right now.
That,
Oh no, we weren't going that direction.
Yeah, you were.
Well, you brought it out. I was going into the next question, and you brought that to the table.
Fair enough.
But let's go on. We have some fans that they're watching, and they're gamers. They're all gamers, so they want to know. You said that the last time you tried to play Guitar Hero was a big failure. How was it a big failure? What happened?
I couldn't even type my name in. Are you kidding me? Finally, I got the name part, and then we had the teams, and how is it a failure? Because you have to know the lyrics. You have to at least know the melody. I mean, I would get a couple of it was just the speed was just too shocking for me.
Do you know how to play a real guitar?
Minimally.
And then so
I know how to write songs and sing, so I get away with a lot of murder.
Well, you're a great singer, though.
I try. Thank you.
And is there anything that you'd like to plug? Any projects you're working on?
I have a new film coming out. It's called I Am Bad. I'm kind of working on the music for that right now, actually. Although I acted in that, but some wonderful people involved with the score, and I'm doing the title track for that. So it's a horror flick, so maybe it'll have something to do with this event next year. And I am working on my greatest hits and touring, and so please look at TaylorDayne.com and my Twitter and all that. And I have tour dates. I'll be in Disney next weekend, and then in
Which Disney?
Epcot. I'll be in Orlando, and then Vegas, and then I'm off to Sweden for a tour. So anybody in Europe, watch out.
I'm from Europe.
Well, there I will be.
Okay. Now, we thank you so much for coming and talking to us again. We enjoyed you in Chicago. We're enjoying you here. We can't wait to see you tonight. We're going to see you perform. And with your blessings, we'd like to record your performance and show it live on the air. Or not live, but, pre-recorded on the air tomorrow to all the fans that couldn't be there.
One song, fabulous. You can get there.
One song. And
right.
thank you so much. It's been a pleasure. Now, back to you guys.